nobody set no search party for me when I was locked up for them 17 years.
Hey, Samore Love bugs. You have now tuned into my Empire recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe if you have not yet done so. Also, be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos. And don't forget to give it that good old thumbs up, okay? So now we are going to get into our Empire recap. Oh, and guys, I do have Snapchat. I'm fairly new to it, but I'm learning the game pretty quickly. Well, kind of quickly. So check me out there. It's all Samore's World for Twitter, Instagram, as well as Snapchat, and like any other social network, it's Samore's World. Alright, you guys. So yeah, oh, you see I got the lights up because, yeah, it's the holiday time. And I thought, I don't usually put them up for this channel, but I thought that it might be due time to do so. But if you want to see my lights more often, check out my other channel, Samore Love TV. So now let's go ahead and get into this recap. Cookie and, or let's say Loretha, as her sister was calling her. Her sister's name is Carol, right? No, actually it's Candace, and the other one that they're looking for, her name is Carol. And that's the one that we met before, Tasha Smith and Vivica Fox. She got all the heavy hitters as her sisters. Who's going to be next? Mary J. Blige going to be your sister too? Or how about Miss Kerry Washington? She's next. So they're looking for their sister. Her sister left the kids with Candace. And they trying to find out what's going on with her because she's somewhat of a junkie, and they think that she kind of went back to that lifestyle. While Cookie's away, Hakeem, he's the one that's kind of like in charge and taking care of the situation while she's out in Philly looking for her sister. And when they finally do find Carol, she's like sitting down in some low section of Philly in the middle of nowhere, like sitting on some dirty looking couch, looking like a straight up junkie. And they pretty much got her up, and they were ready to have her go to one of their houses so they can just kind of watch her. So she opts to go to Cookie's house, I guess, because, you know, Cookie's a little more fun. The other one's a little bit bougie and stuff, and don't nobody want to be around a stickler, somebody that's gonna be like, oh, you gotta do this way, you gotta make sure you do this that way. Cookie, she's too busy, so she's not gonna be on her like that. So that's the perfect person. And apparently we find out that Candace knows something about Carol. Carol did something to Cookie while she was away, locked up, because Candace kind of mentioned it. So I don't really know what it is, but it must be something crazy, because she was like, oh, would she want you to stay with her if she found out what you did while she was away? I'm like, oh, sips tea. Where's my tea? What's cue the tea, guys? Darn, I need a crew. Following that, Laura and Hakeem, they're practicing, and their chemistry is amazing now. It has changed so much since they first got together. Like, now she seems so much more confident. She's like shaking that little thing, moving her little curly hair around. And one of his homies, the girl that used to be on America's Next Top Model, I forgot her name though, in the show, and she is there on Periscope. I could tell it was Periscope because I saw the hearts. Shout out to my Periscope people. So she was on Periscope, periscoping it away, them dancing and practicing. And who is watching and stalking? This reminds me of somebody. Watching and stalking was Anika. She's there like, she looked like she vexed. She was mad. You couldn't tell her nothing, okay? And then she had a whole bunch of pictures of him and her. She got hearts around his head, words all around the pictures. I'm just like, she looked like she the voodoo master or something. Like, what the hell are you doing? You all be a woman. She's losing it, y'all. This baby is making her, I mean, I know your hormones get out of whack, but she's losing it. I think she feels like he's supposed to want to be with her, but like, ew. First of all, he has low morals too and standards, because first of all, you shouldn't want to sleep with nobody that your father slept with. That's number one, nasty. And then second of all, why he's going to want you anyway when you're like older than he is? You're like probably closer to his father's age or his mom's age. Ew. Number two. Like, come on, when he got some hot little mama that is shaking it up and she's respectable, she hasn't slept with anybody in the industry, and she comes from a hard knock life, so she'll appreciate things even more. Yeah. you might as well take her and build her up. You know what I mean? Anyway, so now Alicia Keys, she is on the scene, honey. And her name here is Skye Summers is her name. And she had this like nice little beautiful purple wig. I was like, yes, girl, you're fierce right now. And she is going to be working with Lucious as well as Jamal. And they do like a whole press thing where they talk about the fact that they're going to be working together. And when she sits down and talks to him, she does tell him that she kind of wants to do other things, but she feels like she's kind of like in this box and she doesn't want her fans to not like her anymore. And he's like, yo, forget about that box. Burn that box down. You don't need that box. I was like, yes, because I'm one of those people. I don't like boxes. I don't like being told I can't do something because I feel like I can do anything I want to do as long as I put my mind to it. Yes, I heard that when I was little and I believed it. And I have been doing it. So that's exactly what he tells her. And I think it kind of inspires her. And they work on a song together because the initial song that he was doing, she didn't really like it. She had that face on it. He's like, what's wrong? And she was like, you know, when I heard that I was going to work with you guys, I thought it would be something more edgy. And then later on they do work on something. But we'll get back to that. So the promoter guy, his boys come in while Hakeem and little mama Laura were working together doing their rehearsal. They trying to bust in there and trying to get some more money, more than what they originally planned to get. Like the plan's about to go down. Y'all about to get some money when they do this whole cookout thing that they're doing, aka like a summer jam type of thing. But they just so greedy that they just can't wait. And they're talking about, yo, we need to get more than that. So promoter dude, he gets upset and he's just like, you know what? Nah, this is over, it's done. And then like he pulls out a gun on them and his friend is like, yo, you pulling out a gun on me? Like, for real? I'm your people's. Like, this is what you gonna do? This is what you really want? And then the way he was talking, it kind of seemed to me like it was some type of threat that was going down. Because you seen the way he was just like, alright. You know, like, this ain't over, dude. I'm not going to shoot you right here, right now, because I'm not packing at the moment. But I got you. Don't sleep, okay? Because the kid will get you. Skye Summers and Jamal, like, once again, they were working on everything together at that time. Then Lucious, he buys Rhonda and Andre a house. Like, not even a house, a freaking mansion. Because now he's grasped the concept that he's about to have a grandchild. And he seems like he's so elated with joy. Like, he's so happy about it. So, you know, that's pretty cool. You see his soft side. Because he's like, now that Hakeem has gotten rid of his last name, now he just wants to, he sees that he has to look past to the next generation. And Andre's actually giving him that. He's giving him more of a legacy to look forward to. He's carrying on the name. I'm like, that's a good way to look at it. And it's true, though. You know? That's how you keep it going. Having children, popping out them babies, boy. So Hakeem, he was having like this big party with his friends, and his boo thing was there, of course. And all of a sudden, Anika comes through, and she comes through like a mad woman. She straight goes up to Laura, and Laura's like, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" That's because she was driving her the other day. She remembers the face, a little something. So she's like, "Oh no!" And then she's like, she starts throwing so much shade and dirt at the girl, like literally talking about how she has 7 siblings and she lives in a building, or she said a hutch, or I don't know what the hell she called the place, but yeah, she has 7 siblings that she lives with, and she says that you need to be working with a woman, not a girl. I'm just like, oh, Shade City, honey. And then she just leaves. Like, what? What? Like, for real? So time for the truth to be revealed, y'all. The promoter dude, he's there with Cookie talking to her, but he wants her to move the venue to another location out here in the BX, dirty BX. And she's like, no, I'm not going to the Bronx. I already done paid all this money for us to do it at whatever the park place is called. She's like, I'm not switching it. That's crazy. He's like, oh, just trust me. She's like, it's getting hard for me to trust you when you want me to do something crazy like that. Here comes the truth master, honey. Mr. Lucious Lion, he comes walking in with his little bodyguards or whatever, coming into the place, and he's just like, I knew it was something about you. So I looked you up, and he said that he's with the bulls out on 120, what is it, I think he said the bulls on 125th or 125th bulls. And what they do is they pretty much blackmail the moms and try to, or they kidnap kids or artists and try to get money from the parents. And Hakeem is like, all of them did have bulls on their back. Does he have a bull on his back? Yo, why? Cookie went and cut up his shirt, opened it up, bam, a bull on his back. Proof right there in the pudding. She looked at him with a look of disgust. If looks could kill, that man would have been done off right there as soon as she looked at him like that. Like, it was crazy. Like, she was like, yo, like, for real? This is how we playing? Like, I gave you my goods? I gave you the cookie? And this is how you gonna repay me, son? Word? Yo, she straight gave Lucious the gun like, yo, handle it. She gave him the look like, handle it. I'm dusting my hands off of it. I'm washing my hands. I'm done. I don't even care what happens next. You betrayed me, that's a wrap. And you was part of this whole thing with my son? Nah. Do it, Lucious. And he gave her that look like, I got you. They ain't show what happened to him. But Lucious gave him that look like, yo, bruh, she gave me the go ahead. I'm about to do this. And I'm gonna be happy doing it too, because at the end of the day, he was kissing her in front of me. And you know he felt some type of way, because he was just like, it's nice to see that you work your way down to the bottom. It's like, have your maid clean this up. Poured the liquor out on the floor, the nice carpet. Poured that red wine on it. That would have hurt my heart, y'all. That's gonna be a stain. I don't see any way past that. Unless you clean it up like super fast, there's no way that I could see that like not leaving a stain in the carpet. Cookie has a heart-to-heart with her sister, and she tells her that she needs to go to rehab. They try to make me go to rehab, I said. Like, every time I think about rehab, I always think about how that girl Amy Winehouse was crying out for help and no one really helped her. You know, it's like she literally was singing her life in her songs. R.I.P. sweetie. So yeah, she's telling her that she needs to go to rehab, and she's just like, I'm good. There's no reason that I need to go there. And I don't know, but this role, when she was eating in the diner, it just seems so un-Tasha Smith-like. Because I'm so used to seeing her in like the power roles where she's doing it, she's in control, she's either ghetto or she's professional. I've never seen her as like a crackhead type of person, so it was different. I mean, it was okay. I had to use my power of imagination, but it was different. And plus, I actually went to a show, not a show. I went to an acting class where she was a teacher, and it was amazing. I'm hoping that this upcoming year I'll get to go to another one, because they usually have it every year here in New York and out in LA as well. So yeah, it was like weird seeing her like that, and she's just like, no, I'm good or whatever. And her sister and Cookie was just like, no, I can't let you be here unless you go to rehab, because I don't want to see you kill yourself. And she was like, either you get clean or you gotta leave. So I was like, you know, I think that because she was already like torn, she was already crying and everything, probably because of the whole situation with Homeboy. So it's like now she realizes, yo, I need to get my tough filter back on, because people starting to walk all over me, and that's exactly what she'll do as well. She'll walk all over me if I allow her to, and just chill out here and do what she wants to do and not think about her kids or try to get her kids back. So, you know, she had to say what she had to say. Anika and Anika, you know, that name is so like popular in the West Indian community, Anika. But anyways, Anika, and she comes over to Hakeem's house, and he just kind of went in on her like, you are, because she was just talking, and he was already pissed off that she came at his girl like that. So he's just like, yo, stop talking about my family. You will never be a lion, and you're not a lion, and you will never be a lion. And she just looked at him like, Like, I'm like, you gotta watch that girl because she is losing it. She's seriously getting off of her nerves, and the next thing you know, she gonna kidnap your girl and try to kill her. Back to the studio. So now we head back to the studio, and Jamal and Skye Summers are there, and they're making some beautiful music. You know, they're both real like musicians that can play the piano. I believe he's really playing the piano, and it's just instant like amazing chemistry. They just sound so beautiful together, and somehow, some way, they end up kissing. Cause I was looking at them from earlier, like, yo, imagine that they start kissing. But I was like, nah, he ain't gonna do that. I'm like, they good, because I seen them a little close a few times earlier in the episode. But then in that moment, he kissed her on her head. Then they smiled, and then they shared the moment, started lip locking. I'm like, oh snap, they about to get it on and popping. I can't wait to see what happens next week. Like, is he gonna push her off? Like, no, I can't. I mean, it's not like he got a boyfriend anyway. Or, I mean, maybe perhaps he's bisexual now. I don't know. What does this mean, y'all? Or maybe perhaps, imagine like they do the do and then he has another child, but like legitimately his child, his secret love child or something. I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what happens. Like, is this actually going to go a little further? Is it going to just like end up right there like, yo, what am I doing? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. One of those awkward moments where it's like you try to forget everything that happened. Or imagine she turns around and be like, oh, he came on to me, he's not really gay, and just causes a big scandal. But she don't seem like the type from her character. But we didn't see too much of her, like how her personality really is. Who knows? Imagine. But yeah, those are my little thoughts in my head. But guys, make sure you have a happy Thanksgiving, okay? Shout out to Bianca Brooks. She has Empire recaps, as well as my boy Mike B, my YouTube cousin, as well as my other YouTube cousin, The Ghetto View. I love you all. And shout out to my other girl, Ashley Miller. She's always doing her thing, always like that with the recaps. And happy Thanksgiving once again. And I will see you for, what is the next one? Real Housewives of Atlanta on Sunday. Okay, stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Later.